Watching and looking, Reload TV, Reload News. Right now, we are going to look back on the cleanup. Because we see Jamaica pass through the hurricane, and I tell you, said the storm not pretty. So, Reload News, where we just look back and see how the Jamaica got really clean up the place, because, boy, Melissa mash up the place. Where we going at? Mad.
The Negro River has transformed Old Road in Danvers Pen into a stream, rushing into people's home and into their yard as if they were the unwelcome visitor. Now, this was the furthest I'm able to go upstream, but people have evacuated so far. Take this home, for example. The watermark, still barely dried, just shows evidence of how high the Negro River would have come when it broke its barrier around 2 a.m. on Tuesday.
Dr. Michael and Jonas, I'm begging you, please, Danvers Pen people need help now because the river upon the road. It's really on the road. It's on the road now. We need help right now.
Over in Bath.
Water all over the field. When I came out, like the water reached my knee. Really? Straight round. People have to evacuate from their houses.
In Bamboo River. St. Thomas residents are heeding the warnings after heavy rains Tuesday morning caused serious flooding to their homes. These are the before and after videos in Danvers Pen on Sunday, October 26. Then on Tuesday, October 28. On Copper Lane in Bath, residents look on in disbelief at the sight of their neighbor's house being held up by prayer.
Right now, my next step, I don't even know. Right now, I'm nervous. Right now, I'm talking to you and I'm nervous.
Another heavy downpour and his house could vanish in the river, just like his car.
I lost my car.
The car was where?
Right.
The car was parked?
The car was parked there. And the swept away. The river take it away.
Yeah.
And in the true spirit of being thy neighbor's keeper, they've opted to store his furniture for him. 3 other homes are impacted.
Now what you're looking at is the Plantain Garden River and the Island River meeting here in Bath, St. Thomas. But according to residents, this wasn't the original path of the river. Now I'm going to ask my videographer to just zoom in to show you its original path. And just below that, there's an island with no mature trees growing in it. That was where the river used to go. The river continues to break its barriers, threatening homes and everything in its path.
But Mother Nature aside, the residents say neglect and poor maintenance of the gullies and the rivers have made the disaster tenfold.
Well, this breakaway, it's from Beryl. And after Beryl blow, they only come, no assistance.
And the grind is very necessary because every time when the rain falls, it flood out.
The only solution to this problem is to put the wall right.
The police, fire brigade and municipal corporation are closely monitoring the areas. Jamila Maitland
is adamant the island's main international airport must be reopened today or as soon as possible to at least start receiving relief supplies for those worst affected by Hurricane Melissa. TVJ News is on a tour of the island's airport with the minister. Krista Campbell has
only this helicopter on the tarmac at the Norman Manley International Airport in Kingston. It's the vehicle taking Transport Minister Darrell Vaz and his team on a tour of the island's airport facilities, which he insists must be reopened quickly to receive relief supplies at the very least.
We have gotten away with minimal superficial damage in isolated areas. From all indications, after discussions with the JCAA and AAJ and the operator, that we should be in a position to get the airport back reopened as early as this afternoon. They will finish their assessment and report back to me within an hour and a half, and the country and the world will be told. That is immediately for relief flights, which we have a number of requests pending, and secondly, commercial operations. I've indicated to them that that is priority. There are people that we need to get out. There are people who are here stuck as tourists, and locals who are here on vacation that want to go back, and there's a lot of anxious Jamaicans and other persons who want to help that want to get in.
The minister's next stop is the Ian Fleming International Airport in St. Mary.
Relief flights by tomorrow morning, ideally both commercial and relief, unlimited, even if it's on a limited basis, our regular airlines, and most importantly, up and running fully. I understand American Airlines has already indicated that they are ready to go to Ian Fleming, so we'll have to do when we get there today, and if we can accommodate them, we can accommodate them. We need to just be safe, but be expedient in what we are doing. Every hour is an hour lost, and we don't have the time.
Now he notes it will be more difficult to coordinate relief supplies from the other two airports to Montego Bay St. James, as that airport is badly damaged and residents in the western part of the island are most in need of emergency help.
But those of us who didn't get hit hard, we're going to have to go down there, boots on the ground, in your own way, shape and form to help those people. The devastation is unimaginable. You have to see it to believe it. And you've only seen a part of it.
Krista Campbell, TVJ News.
In St. James, there have been widespread reports of damage to property and other infrastructure. Our correspondent Garnet Beckford filed this report.
So I visited the Cornwall Regional Hospital, where the accident and emergency ward has been damaged. Nurses there said that it was a nightmare for them last night because all of the accident and emergency were damaged. Then I left from there to Catherine Hall and the West Green and all of that area because the Bonnet River came over and flooded out the community. The road, the intersection of Fairfield and Catherine Hall damaged. I mean, it's just pure mud on the road. It's down here, it's chaos. I leave from there and then came to the Barney Street police station where the barracks, the roof has been gone. There is no barracks. So the officers have nowhere right now to sleep. And all the offices on the other side of the police station, the roof's gone. Then I leave from there and went to the People's Arcade. Persons came in and loot out the stuff after the storm. So the vendors are saying that they lost everything. Then I went to the Typhoid Clinic, which that is a major clinic for St. James, because it is one of the clinics that takes off the pressure from the Cornwall Regional Hospital. The South Gully came over and it flooded out the entire clinic. All the offices had a lot of silt right now and water. And so the back where the pharmacy is, the roof came off. So right now the clinic is underwater and silt. It's a devastation, and some of the vehicles, the ambulance, some of them got damaged. Glass smash. So the entire clinic right now is a devastation. Down here is a disaster. The Freeport Wharf, it's gone. The BPO sector, gone. The entire St. James has been devastated. So that's where we're at right now. We'll give you more update as the information coming and as I visited other communities to see what is happening.
Over to Clarendon, where our reporter Dwayne Anderson is seeing how residents are picking up the pieces.
This area in Ballards River in the northern part of Clarendon is really ground zero for a lot of the recovery and restoration effort that will be needed here in Clarendon for today. As you can see behind me, a significant part of the mountainside has collapsed on the main road that links Maitland to as far as Frankfield and beyond. As you can see behind me, a lot of work is going into clearing this particular roadway. and it's not government-led work. It is those private residents coming to their own assistance. Yes. You can see a tractor back there doing a lot of excavation work, and then workmen right here doing a lot of cutting of trees, just coming to try to get the area clear so they can go about their daily activities. So if people who are trying to get to the northern parts of Clarendon are traveling from Maple to this direction, they have two options. They can either find an alternative route or do what these people are doing. They can wait. I'm going to bring them in now and talk to them shortly. Sir, remind me your name, please.
Yes, Sir Johnson.
Mr. Johnson,
from Kingston.
You're from Kingston?
Heading to Park.
Yeah, you have to wait.
Yeah, man. They're about 5 hours now. I wait. They come and leave, and then we decide we have to go home. So we turn back again and come and see tractor this time working. So we're just waiting out the time for clearance to go through.
What do you make of it that people do it themselves and no government?
That's one quite responsible. Everybody come together, hands and heart. We could have moved to the hand, but it did too much for us. The tractor is here now. I'm glad for that. And we're just waiting.
All right, respect. Ma'am, you're also among those waiting.
Yeah, I'm waiting as well. So yeah, we have been here for a while, but now we're seeing some persons from the community that are doing significant job, and we're happy for that because we need to go home. Because especially my father is sick, and I need to get to him to see what is happening with him as well.
You have not been able to see what's happening at your house yet?
Exactly. So I just want to see what is happening.
Two residents here trying to get to their home beyond this blockade. As I explained, a significant piece of the mountain came tumbling down on the road, and it has basically cut off the northern part of Clarendon from the southern part of Clarendon. But I tell you what, people, even if you're not trying to get beyond this particular area in Ballards River to get to northern Clarendon, I want to tell you, and my cameraman is going to follow me to this direction, where I can tell you that the debris you see on the roadway is just a small indication of the issues along this roadway from Mapen. Almost, I'd say perhaps 50% of the road coming up from Mapen is either reduced to single lane traffic or has debris in some part that will require you to travel very, very carefully, people. So if you're making your way up, I'm appealing to you, be very careful because it's treacherous getting up here. I've observed a lot of things coming up here to this particular site. I saw lots of homes where the roof are off. I've seen people who've been flooded. I've seen even a JPS utility pole thrown into the Rio Mina River down there in Penance. So some people do not have electricity, and as a consequence, a lot of people are not able to communicate with their loved ones because of the connectivity issues that follow from that. A lot really here for the people of Clarendon, and by extension even the government, to do to get this parish back to some semblance of order. Reporting from Clarendon, I'm Dwayne Anderson for TVJ News.
Thank you, Dwayne. We now go back to our earlier story about devastation in Bull Bay. A community once bustling with life is now struggling to recover. Here's Alia Bryant.
Several roads remain blocked with fallen trees and downed power lines, making access difficult for emergency services. Homes have been damaged and roads buried in debris. Now one resident, Venetia, is coming to terms with the harsh reality of Melissa's wrath.
So we have 13 of us that lives here, 13 children and 3 adults. I'm not working now. My sister is working. She works for the government and she was asking for assistance prior to this time. And unfortunately, I have to let the kids stay by a friend. And now I am here trying to pick up the pieces. I don't know what to do, honestly. I don't have any help. Nothing. So any assistance to do.
Around 5 p.m. yesterday, floodwaters began to swallow sections of the community, forcing residents to flee for safety.
Apparently, right now we have 5 bedrooms in the house, 1 bathroom and a living room. And the back house is 2 bedrooms and a bathroom and a living room.
When did this happen?
Just last night, and I have to leave in a hurry. I spent some time over by my neighbor, and I just don't know what to do because I lost everything, kids' clothes, everything.
Tell me about the experience through the period. What happened?
Well, it was horrible. I thought it would be calm, but it was horrible.
Venetia recounted what happened as the tragedy unfolded.
The first part, yeah, the front part of the house right here, as I say, it lift off and blow away. So that is when as I said before, that is when I started to get the kids them out and my two other sisters. So, and one of my sisters, she has a heart problem, so she started to panic and she lost her medication in the house. So, cause we were moving so fast, everything happened so fast. So, and this is the result.
She says any assistance that can be given would be greatly appreciated at this time.
We need food, we don't have any shelter, and we just like to see if we can get any money to rebuild. That would be great for now. And until the school reopens, uniform, because we don't have no uniform for the children. And one of them is going to high school right now. I will be here. You can contact me at 317-2099. 317-2099. My name is Venetia.
Now residents are holding on to hope even as they face the daunting task of rebuilding. Aliyah Bryant, TVJ News.
And St. Thomas received its fair share of battering from Hurricane Melissa. Jamila Maitland has a roundup of the damage in St. Thomas. At least one family in Hanover will have to start over after total devastation from Hurricane Melissa. Kimberly Petty reports.
I am in Phoenixtown, Hanover. Behind me, as you can see, is a house that would have collapsed. So TVJ News understands that there were 4 persons living in this, which was once a dwelling. 2 children, one 13 years old and the other just 1 year old. So looking at the equipment and all the things that would have been in this house, the furniture, I am seeing a television. There's a gas tank behind me. I have seen uniforms, books, and which is a clear indication that this family will need help starting over again. We spoke to the owner of this dwelling and she gave us further details as to what would have transpired.
Disaster, house gone, toilet gone, across my shop front. The house front on us again gone.
Where were you when the house collapsed?
Now I'm building up there, sir. For my son.
Mm-hmm. So that you were worried that it would collapse, so you would have evacuated and went to your son's house?
Yes. Yeah, man. We know trying to move out, you know. So we have to move out.
What you heard while Hurricane Melissa was making landfall yesterday?
But I'm not going to make them the sound. It's enough rain. I'm brave.
Were you scared?
Yeah. Everybody have is scared.
So when you came out and saw that your house was flat, talk to me about yourself.
You must feel it. Yeah, man, I feel it ain't gone, you know. Yeah,
How
man.
many persons were living in the house?
3, 4.
Any children?
Yes.
How many?
2.
So you're saying to go back to school anytime soon, you will need some help?
Yes.
What age group?
13. And 1.
So give me an appeal, to the country, to the government. What do you want to take to start all over?
Want back money to build back one house.
Melissa really deal with the wicked and drastic around here, you know. You can see it. Road black, we can't even get to go where we go. Black in and out right now.
In all its glory, here in Phoenixtown, Hanover. But the residents are not shining at all, as they are devastated by what would have transpired yesterday into last night. Many have lost their homes, many have lost their livelihood, and so they're looking at how they will pick up the pieces and continue with their lives. Reporting here in
morning for Jamaica. Information Minister Dr. Dana Morris-Dixon gave the update at the Office of Disaster Preparedness and Emergency Management (ODPEM) press briefing this morning.
What that means is when we give an all clear, it means that our utility company should now commence restoration and recovery operations across the island. So crews from the JPS, NWC, NWA, our Works Agents, our Water Commission, and also our telecommunications companies and other critical service entities have now and will be advised to mobilize immediately to restore electricity, water, and communication networks. We're also asking and encouraging entities like our supermarkets, our wholesales, our gas stations, and pharmacies, particularly in those areas that have been less affected. We are asking you to open and allow communities to have access to these essential goods and services. And as always, we continue to ask and remind Jamaicans to exercise caution on the roads, especially where there are downed power lines.
And Dr. Dixon provided an update on the power and water situation across the island.
77% of the country is without electricity. There is work that's going to be done to bring that up as quickly as we can, but that is a large number. The least affected areas of Jamaica have been St. Thomas, St. Catherine, and sections of Kingston and St. Andrew. Obviously, we know the most affected areas have been on the western side of the island. In terms of water, there were just a limited number of systems down last night, a little bit over 70, but we have about 700 water systems that were down. Overnight, some of them may have lost power, so we do expect that number to go up, but for the most part, our water systems held up quite well. Turbidity is a concern, and so that may also throughout the day affect water supplies.
And as for telecoms,
Starlink to use satellite technology to assist many of our individuals and our companies to get back online. I know so many people have said they cannot reach their families in Western Jamaica. That's because of damage to the telecoms infrastructure. As you would imagine, a Category 5 hurricane is catastrophic, and so it would have left significant damage, and so that's why we're not getting communication. I finally got some communication just now from some individuals in Montego Bay, so slowly we're getting some of our systems back up, and you should be able to reach your families, we're hoping, very soon.
Principal Director of the Met Service, Evan Thompson, says although the weather system is no longer over the island, there could still be flash flooding in some areas. He was speaking at the Office of Disaster Preparedness and Emergency Management press briefing earlier.
Last night at about 11 o'clock, we downgraded the hurricane warning for Jamaica and instead replaced it with a tropical storm warning that continued through the night as tropical storm conditions continued to be experienced across the country. And as we moved to this morning at 8 o'clock, we discontinued that tropical storm warning because we are no longer within the scope of tropical storm force winds that are associated with the system. So as it continues to move away from Jamaica, of course, we expect conditions to be. However, I want to point out that area of showers that extends from the general mass of clouds associated with the hurricane, but extends over western parts of Hispaniola, over Haiti, and all the way to the south of Jamaica. That's the spiral band that is supplying the system with a lot of moisture and energy. And so we see that we could experience some of that activity as the system continues to move northward.
Now to an item of breaking news. Commanding Officer for St. Elizabeth, Superintendent Coleridge Minto, is reporting that 2 bodies have been found in the parish capital, Black River, following the passage of Hurricane Melissa. We'll have more information in subsequent newscasts. And we have some videos of some other devastation caused by Hurricane Melissa. Here's a look at Portland.
Devastation upon devastation. Look on the people and place. The people them can't even walk gone away I know. Road blocked off. Serious.
Now to Manchester.
Yes, it look like it was just a big river. See the man them have pool of water around there so. So the road just block off. Right there's a ton of pool of water. Jeez. Melissa mash up the place. Look on there.
And
so.
this video is coming in from St. Elizabeth.
No houses. So the man them can build them city now with them have in mind for build, you know?
And we encourage you to continue to send those videos in to News in the Region. Hurricane Melissa made landfall around 3 o'clock this morning in Cuba as a Category 3 hurricane with maximum sustained winds of 120 miles per hour, according to the National Hurricane Center. Melissa will track directly over southeastern Cuba for the next few hours, bringing intensifying winds, flooding rain, and life-threatening storm surge. And here's a preview of what's coming up in this evening's health report.
In this evening's health report, we look at flooding and the health risks associated with this severe weather condition.
The first health risk that children are exposed to because of flooding consequent on this hurricane is, the first and immediate one is risk of drowning. There are a lot of children who become attracted to pools of water that is settled, whether it is in their yard space, in the nearby trenches or gullies, and they will want to go and swim. And this presents immediate risk of drowning, as well as being washed away.
That's the health report in Primetime News at 7. And now for today's Health and Living tip.
Avoid letting children play in flood water. Wash hands and feet thoroughly with soap and clean water. Do not drink flood water. Protect children from skin infections and